Highlander? One early morning, Mr. Petrovic was returning tired from his business trip. On a sharp curve, he lost control of the car and crashed down a large slope. He tumbled down the slope and crashed into a lonely house. A single Highlander lived there who rushed to help the unfortunate driver. He opened the car door and drew out the unfortunate driver, and then the car caught fire and exploded. The Highlander was familiar with all the healing balms and managed to recover Mr. Petrovic. Mr. Petrovic offered the Highlander a large amount of money, but he resolutely refused. Then Mr. Petrovic offered his house, but the Highlander would never leave the mountain. To the horror of Mr. Petrovic, the Highlander asked that one of his daughters come to help him repair the house. When Mr. Petrovic presented the request of the Highlander, the eldest daughter, Olga, agreed to go to the mountain. And so Olga, deeply grateful for her father's salvation, went with the Highlander to the mountain. Olga took on all the hard work of rebuilding the house, as if she was not a gentle city child. While the Highlander was cutting trees and hauling them out of the forest, Olga looked after the pigs. While the Highlander plowed with his oxen, Olga would cook for him and bring food to the field. Olga did the laundry and maintained hygiene on the property. The Highlander arranged for Olga a cabin where he did not come and respected her privacy. The Highlander was sleeping in the hay in the barn with the cows. One day, while they were on their usual errands, a postman appeared at the gate. In the letter, the sisters reported that the father was seriously ill and wanted to see Olga. The Highlander, with a heavy heart, accepted Olga's request to let her go only for a few days to see her father. Olga packed a bunch of healing salves given by the Highlander and set off. The Highlander escorted Olga to the bus and waved at her for a long time, fearing that she would not return. The meeting with the father was very emotional, full of tears and love. The Highlander's salves were again effective and the father quickly recovered. Olga enjoyed pleasant walks with her father and completely forgot about the difficult life in the mountains. And one night, while she was sleeping in her comfortable bed, a strange feeling came over her. She fell asleep as a seriously ill Highlander lay dying in her bed in the hut. She woke up suddenly and cried, knowing that she had broken her promise to return to the Highlander. The father understood Olga's feelings and took her to the Highlander's mountain. Realizing that she loved him, Olga ran into the hut and kissed the dying Highlander passionately. Olga's love restored the Highlander and then she set about shaping him to her liking. Olga's love broke the Highlander's hermit nature and made him the prince of her life. Father gave Olga a large dowry, from which they built a beautiful villa in the Highlander's mountain.